Alrighty. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host with the most Griever, as always, bringing you guys Chapter 81 reaction stream of Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, also known as Record of Ragnarok. Now, how's everybody doing? What's everybody saying? I know it's a random Tuesday night, so I won't take up much of your time. No, sir. I'm going to give this exactly 2 minutes. 2 minutes before we get right underway with the chapter. I'm just going to straight up say, once again, did not forget the Hawaiian swag for the chapter, because King Leonidas team, we are on, ladies and gentlemen. We are on that King Leonidas hype train. And the other thing I'm going to say is that I hope you guys have been enjoying the Record of Ragnarok Season 2 Part 2. Once again, so stupid. But the Part 2 of Season 2 of Record of Ragnarok reviews. The last one was recorded a couple of days ago. It should be out sometime this week. There's just other more, viewer-happy videos going on right now. So, but that one should be out probably this weekend. Something like that. By the weekend for sure. Maybe by Friday, something like that. But I did like episode 15. I did like the last episode. So I did get a bunch of dislikes for calling out the community that Zerofuku is actually great and you all suck for hating on him. So I did get a little bit of flack for that, but nothing these clearly, well, definitely not broad shoulders. Broad would be somewhere out to here, I would think. Like measurement-wise, I need to gain at least 1.5 inches or better to consider having broad shoulders. But how about shoulders that can take it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But it is later on a Tuesday night, so I'm not going to take much of your guys' time. I'm going to let a few people jump into the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. And we'll get underway with the chapter here in a minute. Joseph's in here, says, "Hey bro, Hades' voice actor did great." Yes, he did. He did really well. I liked Hades' voice actor. I liked a lot of, honestly, Hajun's voice actor fit him 100%. Zerofuku's fit him. I didn't have a problem with a single voice actor, I don't think. I think all the voice work was perfect. There was nothing wrong with it. So I said, I don't get why you would get hate for just liking a character. Well, probably because I basically say that anybody, well, the reason I get hate is because basically when people when people shit on stuff, I call them out for being idiots. So it's different, you know what I mean? Like, if something is average, but people say it's shit. Alright, let's use numbers. If something's a 5 out of 10, just in general, it's a 5 out of 10, and people give it a 1 out of 10. Even if I think the thing is only still a 5 out of 10, I will shit on the people that gave it a 1 out of 10. Rather than defend the 5 out of 10 to these idiots, I will just call them absolute morons for giving that a 1 out of 10 because they can't fucking read and they're stupid. That's my way of arguing with dumbasses, right? So that's how it gets people's ire up. You know what I mean? Because instead of sitting there like a unbiased debater and sitting there, well, it is still a 5 out of 10 and here are the reasons and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, you're a fucking moron for giving that a 1 out of 10. Do you have any reading comprehension? Do you read above a 3rd grade level? Because you clearly don't understand. If you don't, you're a fucking idiot. People don't like that. I don't understand why, but people don't like it. I just, so that's absolutely why I get a bunch of hate. And I am totally, 100% proud of that fact. Joseph said, have you heard that Jamie Lee Curtis has said that she would like to play Dr. Kureha in the live-action One Piece? She's also a big One Piece fan. 100%. Jamie Lee Curtis is Dr. Kureha. I'm good with it. I know she will bring the energy to that role. Like, she brought that energy back in Halloween in the 70s. She brought it in Freaky Friday in the late 90s. Early 2000s. She can 100% bring that. Yeah, fuck it. Jamie Lee Curtis. She brought Christmas with the Cranks in the 90s. She brought that. Jamie Lee Curtis has the energy to literally be Dr. Greyhound. I will firmly believe she's 140 fucking years old and just absolutely batshit nuts. I am 100% behind that. I have heard that before, but it's been a while since I heard it, so yeah, 100%. Now, without further ado, let's just jump into the chapter, ladies and gentlemen. This will be chapter 81 of Record of Ragnarok. Let's just open the first page. There's a saying that has been passed down from generation to generation in the lands of Greece. It is said, if you want an uneventful tomorrow, don't mess with Sparta. Battle of Thermopylae. The advancing Persian army of 300,000 attackers was stopped. I thought it was 1 million, but whatever. Oh, we already talked about that. Was stopped head-on with only 300 Spartan soldiers. Battle of Plataea. Persia faced with 300,000 soldiers to 10,000 Spartan soldiers who exterminated the enemy, losing only 91 men. Now, that is far more impressive. The Greeks have great admiration for them, telling their stories with pride. They say, don't mess with Sparta, from the legend of Sparta, or the land of Sparta. Great visuals, by the way. Alright, so there's, once again, this is on a, we're getting, so clearly, Hawaiian Man 101 is about to earn that Hawaiian shirt because he's been losing this whole fight. So it's about time he turned the tables. So boom, Leonidas and Apollo standing off. Leonidas pissed, Apollo calm. Mr. Apollo, how merciful of you to stand face to face with a human being. Alright, listen, I might be deprived on the sex, drive level of things, but Apollo, I'm just going to tell you, those are OnlyFans models right there, my man. I might be voting Team Leonidas, but don't jump at the wet t-shirt contest pussy. That's all I'm trying to say. Just trying to say, groupies might seem like a great idea at the time, but child support payments would have a strong legal argument against the groupie mentality. I'm just saying. Alright, so let's go. We said to him, fight on, head on, but we didn't say to make a fool out of him. This deal, it will go down in our Spartan history as the worst humiliation. What the hell are you thinking, Apollo? You're suited to fight right in your opponent's strongest area. Even we can see that such a fight with that human would be lethal. That idiot. I knew he'd do something stupid. Why is he doing it? Ares. Yeah, well, Ares, yeah. Well, it can't be helped since it's Apollo. That's the source of Apollo's strength. That's how Apollo became someone capable of defeating anyone. Let me guess. He destroys their minds. He defeats their hearts first. It's not that he's actually better than them. He makes people doubt themselves because he's pulling the whole copycat version of characters. Sort of, not a copycat necessarily, but the character that basically makes the main character or the other character lose sight of themselves so they can't fight at full strength. He's like, you start wondering. He's the child of God from Prince of Tennis. He's Yukimura. That's what he's trying to pull. Meanwhile, Leonidas, pinnacle of perfection time. Let's go. I know no one read Prince of Tennis other than me, but it's a great fucking manga, so read it, people. However, I don't think we should underestimate his opponent too much. So anyway, Brother Ares is worried about Apollo, is he? Worried? So you don't care that I'm worried? Then, as always, just trust and observe. I'm sure you both already know. I'll always meet the expectations of everyone around me. That is the aesthetic that makes the god Apollo shine. That's what makes him strong. Oh wait, are we about to find a god? I thought about this just in that last line. Is Apollo's power wane and set like the sun, hence the sun god? Is it as long as people... Is it some elf Santa Claus shit? As long as people believe in him, he has the power. But when people start to doubt, when he loses faith, he loses strength. I wouldn't be upset at that. That would be a real gamble of a fighter, but I would put them in the roster. So I hope they do that with that. I hope that that's what Apollo's ability is. Look, it's going to start. That's his strongest and best way of fighting. And it looks like he is absorbing the cheers of the crowd. The great sun I represent never sets, I think is what it says. Embracing midnight sun. Ironically, midnight sun. Bowman is shining. This brightness is something I haven't seen since the Gigantomasi. Even the applause of his allies and the insults of his enemies are expectations for him. It's so funny. I still don't understand his logic of getting excited about it. I don't understand it. It's crazy. I don't understand it either, but that's good. Doesn't reach to logic nor common sense. That's why Apollo is the strongest. Okay. I liked my idea better, but alright. So we're just arguing that cheers and hatred and everything, emotions in general, never mind, not just emotions, just feelings and shouts, and it doesn't need to make sense. Boom, Apollo is just that good. And I know so many people are going to take out of context that Zeus said Apollo is the strongest, meaning that Apollo is stronger than Zeus, which means he's stronger than Adam, which means that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my god, how many people on Reddit and Discord are going to use this fucking line from Zeus out of context and just say like, oh, well, he said he's the strongest, meaning that he's stronger than him, stronger than Odin, stronger than everybody. Oh my Christ. It's going to be mind-numbing painful. And I can't wait to see Leonidas just boom! Fucking boom, baby. Go, this is bad, Sister Hilde. What is? Alright, Brunhilde doesn't give a fuck right now, meaning that Leonidas is not giving a fuck either. She's being intimidated. She's being intimidated by that bastard. Sister Gerol, the proudest of the 13 Valkyries. There's no way she can be calm about it. That's correct. That is good. Oh, wait a minute. What? There she comes up. Oh, has she been holding back because she's pissed? How far have you gone to bother me? I'll take care. Leo will... I'll take care. Leo, we will kill him. The 5th Valkyrie. Get roll. Alright. Ha. You don't surprise me. There's only one thing left to do. Once again, I've been disappointed twice now. I like the idea first that the cheers of the crowd is what gives him his power. I also like the idea that this was a Volan that synced with him that literally didn't sync with him properly. They forced him and it's like, we have no synchage, and he has literally been fighting without Volan's power technically. You know what I mean? It's just like, that would be a great upset. Why am I writing this better than Record Ragnar? I've been writing better fucking rounds since round 6. But seriously, that would have been better had they literally just showcased, oh, You think Leonidas has Volund? No. He doesn't. He's literally been fighting, pretending to have it right now. She has been refusing to Volund with him because he's such an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, they forced, like, they're like, none of the Valkyrie sisters could be, and she drew the short straw. That would be fucking hilarious, because it would just mean this dude is so fucking strong. That would have been such a... Man, why do I write this shit better? God damn it. I mean, this will probably still be cool. I'm just saying I think that would have been better. You don't surprise me. There's only one thing left to do. That damn god. Let's bring him to our feet. We'll make you crawl. Me. Make me crawl. She laughs. That's it. I'm in. It seems to be implied that she's finally joining the fray. Like, what I'm saying is what happened. But since we didn't see it, I'm not buying it yet. And then... Alright, so what? She goes into the shield. The shield does spider legs. And then, boom. Becomes some projectile ball thing. And then, boom. It's a... Okay, a chain and a club style? Alright. We are going to destroy you. I mean... I'm not crazy about the weapon. It's kunai with chain without the kunai style. Alright, so they're facing off. Boom. Boom. They step forward. Boom, 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 boom. Leonidas and Apollo. Both are approaching each other, and here we go. The battle will be decided immediately. God and man are here to decide it. It is a sight to behold, ah? Mr. Leonidas, you know what? They said the battle will be decided immediately. I would actually laugh if this... Once again, I have been urging them. Since round 6 to literally just have a boom, the fight's over. Like, the fights have only been getting longer, not shorter. It'd be nice to just randomly see like something shorter than round 1. Just boom. That's it. Head on the ground, blood everywhere. Fucking done. You know? I would be okay with that. So many people would be pissed, but I think it'd be fine. I think it'd be great. Yeah, so it's a sight to behold. Mr. Leonidas. Alright, they're both looking. We'll jump into that in 1 second once we jump into the chat. Let's see. Caden's in here, said, sup, long time no see. Caden also said, we are on King Leonidas' side all the way. He's not going to be a fraud like Green Bull. No, he is not. Green Bull, you mean Fraud Bull. Joseph says, Zeus is probably saying that Apollo is the strongest son, which makes sense. Yeah, exactly, but you know people are going to rework that. Kane said, I don't know. I think Hephaestus should be one of the stronger ones. Yeah, I mean, he forges Zeus's lightning bolts. He's awesome. Caden said, to tell you the truth, I don't really like the motivation Leonidas has against Apollo. Me neither. I think they could have done this better. I get he's frustrated, but they never actually met in person. I know, right? Like, this is weird. This is kind of weird to me. In all honesty, round 9 is not... Cool characters, not great motivation. I think the writing leaves a lot to be desired. Joseph says, so is this Volund a shield that can just shapeshift into Leo's favorite spelt wrong weapons? This is... Have we seen it? Well, we've seen it with Jack before. We've seen it with Jack. 7? 8 wasn't really changing. It was a mech suit. 7 was... We don't even talk about 7. 7 made no fucking sense. Yeah, this one's actually weird. He keeps shapeshifting his weapon. It's almost like, since he's the master of weapons, he can shapeshift his weapon. Alright, so either way. Alright, so we caught up with the chat. Let's see what's happening next on the next page. You damn god of the sun, I will crush you. Nemesis, Phalanx, hammer of the god of destruction, comes down, boom, shatters the stones of the arena. I'm assuming it did nothing. Uh-oh, this has to be a joke. Apollo. And then, and he's right inside Leonidas, and it's like, oh no. He's right up in there. He dodged it. In front of me. What's the problem? Does it dazzle you too much being this close to me? And here he comes for the strike. He's trying to use the chain to block it. Boom. It doesn't. Oh, he zing, and he takes a shot right to the ribs. Boom. Or right to the abs, sorry. And Leonidas takes a huge hit. Slam. Leonidas takes it. Meaning, somehow, still on his feet. He gets up the block in time for the next one, but he's open wide. You are too dangerous. You know that? Says Apollo, who's been nothing but mopping the floor with Leonidas, to be honest. Enough bullshit! Therefore, and Apollo clench. Boom, here it comes. Oh, he's caught him up in the strings. Your movements have been paralyzed with my threads. Artemis Enchelos Luminous Domination. I mean, the font is cool, but I sometimes miss a letter. So, before I knew it, the glowing bastard was already so close that I didn't notice the thread of light. Damn it. Then I'll go left. And then, pulls. What? Pulling him forward. Slam! A huge punch right in Leonidas' face. God damn. Alright, so we have had... There's been nothing but shit for us as Leonidas fans so far. After we got his awesome Hawaiian cigar-smoking, book-reading sunglasses design, once he stepped onto the stage in his military combat uniform, he has literally been nothing but a disappointment. Nothing but. And I feel like his time is coming to shine. I do feel that. I'm not worried, people. I'm not worried. I think Leonidas has been just fucking around no different than the Kenpachis of the world do. Let's just see what happens. And boom, he takes it. Leo. Okay, the Valkyrie's worried. It's time for you to recognize your own humanity. And come on. Bow your head. Alright, here we go. And Leonidas. And boom. It's a shot. This is a punch. This is a... And let's see. Everyone's shocked. Jack shocked. Okita shocked. Everyone's shocked. And then the threads are torn. Please tell me he's going to have them in his teeth. And boom. Leonidas standing there. Wait, what? Okay. It looked like the threads got all torn up when he did that. But he's still holding back. And the only thing holding him up is Apollo's threads. And Leonidas looks like he's fucking unconscious. Oh, he's finished, says Gull. You know what? Even if it would suck, once again, I say that this would be amazing to do. Like, just, why can't we have just a matchup that's just like, you know what? It was the wrong fucking matchup and someone got fucked. Because, like, for example, Brunhilde wanted to put, Brunhilde wanted to put Adam up against Shiva because she knew it was going to be like a quick W. Zeus's whole turning his head around is bullshit, by the way. Adam won. But, once again, Adam literally would have done a 2-second fight against most of these combatants so far. Why can't we have another one of those? Why can't we have just... When Odin shows up, what if he just... Done. This bored me. And walks away. I'd be fine with it. See, they say you can't do that narratively. Yes, you can. Otherwise, we know it's going to happen. It's gonna be a high diff fight every time. That's boring. What's more boring? Having no diff, low diff, mid diff, and high diff fights all across the board? If you know who's gonna win every fight every time, that shit's boring. If every fight is gonna be extreme diff, that shit's boring. What's interesting is when someone just mid diffs. Somebody low diffs. You know? That's interesting. So, even though as a huge Leonidas fan, I'd be sorely pissed off, but if they actually had the balls to do it and just say, you know what, Leonidas wasn't shit. We've been hyping him up since chapter fucking 3. We've been hyping up this man, and for him to show up and just get foddered. You know, the manga doesn't have the balls to do it, but I think I would do it. I think I'd take that gamble. I mean, who are you going to piss off? The Spartans, they're all fucking dead. You know, it's not like killing off Shiva, which they couldn't do because all the Hindus be pissed. The Hindus are pissed off anyway, even though Shiva won. So, and they didn't show Jesus in fucking the anime because God forbid we show fucking Jesus. You see the irony in that? God forbid that we show fucking Christ. Jesus. No wonder Da Vinci Code got such flack. You know, apparently 69%, ironically, 69% of the world is religious. So 69% of the world population are morons. I love it. But yeah. Let's move on to the last few pages by the looks of it. Finished. Alright, this is where you knew Leonidas was getting up. I thought he bit the threads. But let's see. Finished? There's no such thing or word in the Spartan dictionary. Huh? Is it because of their power in combat that Spartans are the strongest? Question mark? No. They never lower their head to anyone. They never kneel. So it's obvious that he will not yield even to a god. That is his pride. Gods, watch this. This is Sparta! Oh wait, he dragged his ass in and headbutted his ass? Boom. He hit Apollo. Please tell me this was finally a clean hit. And the thread says, I told you. Who's gonna kneel? Oh, with the Valkyrie. And he's gonna slam him down. Huh? Will be you. Alright. Look at all that fucking blood. He literally atomized his chest. Boom. Slammed him so hard he's ricocheting off. Ugh. How does it feel? How does it feel to be seen as inferior? As he smokes his cigar like a boss. Apollo is down on the ground. Now we know Apollo's going to get back up. We know he's going to brush this off like it's nothing, even though the blood tells us everything. But, alright. Alright, cool. So, yeah. This was an okay chapter. I'm not a huge fan of how one-sided it's been thus far, because you know that with this, Apollo has been bitch-slapping Leonidas up and down the field since he's walked into the arena. And now we finally got one comeback attack. One counter from Leonidas. You know next chapter, Apollo is going to get some 5-page backstory about why he's the son. And he's going to dominate Leonidas. So that's what makes me unhappy about this chapter, is that Leonidas still got fucking whopped for 40 chapters. And then he got 5 pages, 5 minutes of fame. And then he's going to be dog walk next chapter. Just to even it up. You know what I mean? So I'm not a huge fan of the chapter. Because all they did was talk shit. Spartans are the best. Spartans are the best. They've been talking this shit the whole time. And I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling Leonidas is physically stronger than Lu Bu, than Sasaki, than Raiden. I'm not feeling Leonidas. Why is Leonidas so special? Raiden's more powerful. He's got the best muscles in history. Adam can literally do everything all these guys can do. Lu Bu was fucking able to go toe-to-toe with Thor. Leonidas so far, even with this, is just disappointing. And now I'm sort of feeling like he's become the American G.I. Joe with the combat uniform a little bit. Because he's not... I wasn't as upset with as a lot of people were with the drag that he showed up with. But now, given his performance, what's so special about him? He will never yield. Yeah, we said the same thing about Adam. He died standing fucking up. Hades died because of bubble bullshit. So, none of these statements, none of this awesome, oh my god, he's just so good that he will never fall down. Like, no, it's not moving me by round 9 because you have betrayed the lines so many times in so many rounds. I need to see the actions. The dialogue feats are wearing thin versus the actual actions on screen that we're seeing by this point in the story. Because nothing was ever committed. By the logic of Lu Bu, Adam, and all these guys, none of these gods should have won. Sky Eater should have ripped Thor apart. Adam should have won. Fucking, the only round that actually makes fucking sense is round 4. So, and Raiden's fucking, using one out of his 3 forbidden sumo moves. Not using the other 3. I mean, there's a lot of issues here, man. I don't like round 9 so far, in all honesty. I'm still wearing the Hawaiian shirt to represent, of course. Leonidas is still my guy. I like him as a character. But this is not hitting so far. I'm not going to lie. I think round 8 was trying to get better than round 7, and it did. Round 8 was worn down by Beelzebub fucking backstory bullshit. Went from mad scientist to emo child to suicidal idiot to I don't know what he is at the end. 108 chapters of backstory, or 108 pages of backstory. Still don't know where the fuck Beelzebub's supposed to be at. And, I'm not feeling this round. I'm not feeling this round at all. Apollo bores the fuck out of me. Pretty boy, he's Sweet Mask. He's Pretty Boy. He's Pretty Boy who is so divine. I've seen this character a million times. This character is boring as fuck to me. And Leonidas should have had a better opponent. Yeah, and Leonidas' motivation to fight Apollo sucks. So, yeah, I don't think I'm feeling round 9, guys. This chapter was okay. I don't think I'm feeling round 9 at all. Anyway, we'll jump into the chat really quick before we end the stream. Let's see. Joseph said, technically the Cyclops created his lightning along with Poseidon's trident and Hades' helm. I mean, yeah, sure. In mythology, at least. Yeah, I'm going off the Disney version, my bad. Caden said, they created master lightning bolts. His regular lightning bolts he uses were made by Hephaestus creates. Yeah, sure. Joseph said, I thought Zeus uses one master bolt to run the pantheon. His master bolt is sort of like his scepter, his staff. But yeah, the regular ones he, runs at people. I thought Hephaestus made those. Joseph said, does he use his other bolt Hephaestus creates to create lightning storms? Probably. Caden said, the master bolt isn't much stronger than Poseidon's trident or Hades' helm of darkness. Right, it's the third weapon, so to speak. Caden said, the reason why Hephaestus is create lightning for Zeus is because he loses the master bolt a lot. It's too strong to use 90% of the time. Caden said he wasn't expecting that headbutt, and it looked like he sees Poseidon, Hades, Heracles in the afterlife. I mean, hopefully. Cade said, Leonidas is physically stronger and durable than the other two, while Apollo is the faster and more agile one. I guess we're just not seeing it. You know what I mean? It's bothering me. Just said, scene from 300. Persian messenger. This is blasphemy. This is madness. Leonidas. Madness? This is Sparta! Yeah. Kane said Lubu versus Thor was a mid to high diff fight. Exactly. We haven't had one since. One mid diff fight. Lubu versus Thor. Which, once again, round 1 is far better than a lot of people say. Every fight since. Round 6 should have been a low diff fight. No Hajun. Would have broke up the narrative. Especially, you would have broken up for a lot of reasons. 2 gods fighting each other, both combatants surviving, and a low diff fight. You had 3. You had a hat trick in your pocket. You fucked it all up by adding Hajun. Because what had happened? Oh, let me guess. The same thing as every other round. Became an extreme diff fight. The other guy lost. The other guy nearly died. Same thing as every other fucking round. You know? So, round 1 is the most unique round, and I'm standing by that, and that's what makes it better than a lot of people say. So it was the only round that did that. Kane said that nose is completely broken on that weak pretty boy's face. I hope so. Joseph said, can you quickly define high diff, mid diff, low diff? Because I don't really get what those mean. Okay, so low diff would be if someone basically walked up, beat the living shit out of you. You got a couple of punches in, but they walked away fine, spitting out a tooth, and you were laying there in a pool of your own blood. No diff is literally they took no damage. I think that's obvious. Mid diff is sort of, okay, there was medium difficulty, like you struggled a little bit, maybe you have a broken leg by the end of the fight, but you still won and once again pooled their own blood. High diff is basically what most of these rounds are, is what basically both combatants are so close to being equal, it could go either way and neither one walks away unscathed. Both of them, whoever walks away ends up like near death. That's high diff. So yeah. Kane said if Beelzebub didn't have that cane from Hades, he would have lost to Tesla, but that is the definition of high diff to extreme diff fight. Exactly. Joseph said, well, hopefully more info gets dropped that makes this round better because it is a bit weaker, but that This is Sparta was pretty awesome. Yeah, like, there's cool moments, but overall, I'm not just... What is... King Leonidas has been hyped up. I think I'm just built on the hype train here, but he's been built up for so long as being... He's gonna the guy who's going to fight Odin. He's going to be the guy to fight Odin. He's going to be so good and stuff. And I think the mangaka has to know that King Leonidas on the list has been hyped up to shit to literally not be the strongest fighter next to Adam, which he has not shown. In fact, he's one of the weakest human fighters that we've seen, is not a great decision. Like there were so many better decisions he could have made. First off, Hades winning round 7. Zero Fuku, no Hajun. Round 8 was fine, but don't give Beelzebub so much fucking backstory. And in this round, Leonidas should be dominating. Leonidas should be this overwhelming force. Leonidas should be pulling at Adam right now. The gods should be shocked. Everyone should be like, what the fuck is happening? And Leonidas should be like, this is all a god is worth? Pitiful. That should be Leonidas right now. Leonidas should be the number 2 of human fighters, right up there next to Adam. And he's not. You know? So that's not working for a lot of people. Not just Leonidas fans, but like, did anybody, even if you didn't like Leonidas, was most people's matchup was Leonidas against Odin. Odin is assumed to be on Zeus level. So, you know what I mean? Like, what a disappointment Leonidas has right now so far showcased. So unless he pulls out some fucking... I don't know what he can do to fix it at this point. I think round 9 is really doing a very... hyping up Apollo and doing a huge, massive, bad turn to Leonidas. Because now, I don't expect shit from any of the human fighters. If Leonidas, of all people, is going to be this fucking weak in his own fight, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. Almost every human fighter was more impressive than this. The weakest one was Ingenuitive. You know what I mean? Jack. Physically weak. Used his cunning. This guy's supposed to be Sparta. All about the muscle. So far showing me that he's weaker than Lubu and Raiden. Why should I be impressed? You know? Like, he's supposed to be the physical embodiment of a warrior, yet 2 warriors so far in these rounds have been better. Or have had better showings. Raiden ripped off Shiva's arm before even blinking. Adam, a scrawny white boy, took Zeus's head off, literally, without blinking an eye. And Lu Bu? Sky Eater? When Leonidas can show me he can do fucking Sky Eater level attack, then I'll be happy, you know? I'm just not happy, man. Kane said, I feel like he gives more backstories to the Asian characters than any other characters, if that makes sense. He does, and then Beelzebub with a whopping 100 fucking pages of the worst written character I've ever fucking read. Kane said, I just don't think the matchup was that good. Having a speed character versus a physically strong character seemed like a bit of a mismatch. Yeah, a little bit. Joseph said, I think you mean because there are 2 writers, one illustrator for Shuumatsu and Valkyrie. Yeah, but one illustrates and one writes, but still. Wait, there's 2 writers? There's 2 mangakas? Well, then the fact that there's 2 writers and they both agreed to this is bad. That makes 2 idiots, not 1. Caden said, you right. Thank you. Well, he's not that weak. Even Zeus was surprised by his strength, saying, what kind of ridiculous power is this? I mean, yeah, it's not working for me, guys, so far. I'm disappointed. Hopefully next chapter does not do what I said. Hopefully Apollo gets his shit wrecked all chapter 82. I don't want to see fucking Apollo do his comeback because Apollo has been winning the whole time for 3 chapters. Let's have Leonidas literally have 1 straight chapter of dog walking this pretty boy from one end of the arena to the other. Let's give him his due. This is the king. The guy who's been hyped up for fucking since chapter 3 for years. Leonidas in the ring has been... You imagine if this was Odin. If Odin showed up and did this type of performance, you know how many fans would be pissed off? This is what I'm talking about. If Odin did what Leonidas was doing against a human, no, everybody would be calling fucking bullshit. Well before this chapter. So I'm just calling in the same regard because it was always Leonidas and Odin up here. All of a sudden, people have forgotten that Leonidas was up here for the hype. So, yeah. I'm not here for it. Kane said, if the humans are going to take the advantage at any point in the tournament, it would make sense for King Leonidas to be the one to do it. My point exactly, but him winning this high-diff fight makes no sense because Leonidas is not showcasing that he's anything but a weak Lu Bu so far. He's a weaker Lu Bu because he hasn't shown anything that can do Sky Eater. When he shows a technique that can do Sky Eater, I'll say he's not weaker than Lu Bu, but he's literally a strong-ass physical fighter who's still weaker than Lu Bu right now. He shouldn't be. He should be the pinnacle of the humanities roster. So, anyways, that's it from me, guys. If you don't like the stream, I understand, because I'm not really liking where this is going, but round 9 is slowly becoming right down there with round 7 for me, unfortunately. So, either way, let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section down below and stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll definitely be here for chapter 82, and I'll look forward to it and stuff. But I'm hoping that it subverts my expectations, is all I'm trying to say. You know, because I just don't think this is the right direction. And if the writers for this manga are too stupid to know where the hype characters lie, then that just makes them bad planners. That means they didn't plan it out correctly. You know, we always bitch at shonen manga for not thinking of their final arcs, you know, with Naruto, with Bleach, with fucking anything, right? And it's always because, or with Dragon Ball, because they always took the manga further than the manga intended, but because of sales and popularity, keep going with the story, alright, and then no wonder the series, you know, the end arc is always sort of meh, or rushed, or not that great, or what, or even just straight up bad. No wonder. You know, but in this scenario, none of that is happening. What's happening here is clearly writers, what do they, not go on the internet and realize what they've started? So, I mean, anyways, it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream nonetheless. The chapter was fine. It was average. It was okay. But it's just, the more I think about it, the more I'm disappointed. So, I'm going to end the stream off on a level of negativity. But I'll come back here next month with an air of, I guess, neutrality. And we'll see if we can bring my hype back into my chest. To flare up the Hawaiian shirt once again. To wave it like a goddamn flag of greatness. But, yeah, so far, I don't think round 9's hitting for me. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the Tuesday night stream. I know it was short, but it is what it is. And I don't want to just sit here and keep shitting on it. You know, I've said my piece is what it is. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Thank you very much to Joseph and Caden for jumping in the chat as well. And definitely the only two who were wanted to hit that like button. Because I saw a total of 6 people in here at one point. But I know only Joseph and Caden hit that like button. So thank you very much, guys. And we'll see you back here next time. Have a good one. Sayonara.